Great. So now we're beginning the summer, according to traditional Chinese medicine. That would be the fire element. And it would also be the yin organ is the heart. The yang organ is the small intestine. So the pinky becomes very important because the heart meridian flows from the armpit down the inside of the arm to the pinky. And then you flip it over and the small intestine comes up the arm over the shoulder. So by stimulating those along the pinky line, basically, we're working with those two meridians that are important in the summer. Pulled out a couple of things about this QiGong and summer and traditional Chinese medicine. It's said that qi seeps outward during the summer, so that it's important to exercise to the point where you are sweating. You want to allow that qi to get out of your body through perspiration. The activities should be done early in the day, not in the sun's full heat, as you don't want to overstress the body. During the summer season, you want to avoid eating too many bitter foods. You want to rise early and exercise or work early in the day to avoid the summer heat. Drinking wine and alcohol in the heat of the day or even on a hot summer night can create excess heat that can penetrate into the heart and the heart meridian. Excess heat in the heart can cause agitation, insomnia, high blood pressure, even blockages of blood vessels around the heart. So to counteract the damp humidity in the summer, which we also find, you want to avoid fatty foods. You don't want to eat too much sugary food. You want to avoid resting or sleeping in damp places. So you don't want to sleep, for example, outside necessarily where there's a cool breeze. You want to make sure that you're covered, but not to the point where you sweat. You want to eat more pungent or spicy food and less bitter food. Just a little bit of pungent food is enough. If it's eaten in excess, too much will cause the body to overheat and dry tissues. So obviously we don't want that either. You should eat more warming food. Seems counterintuitive, but you want to eat food that's cooked with ginger, cinnamon, cardamom in order to warm the stomach and spleen. Drink warm liquids, eat warm food. Never fill yourself up to the brim. Try to eat in smaller portions in shorter intervals. Drinking cinnamon tea, cooking with cardamom, avoiding the intake of greasy dishes and fatty animal food. Try eating warming soups rather than cold salads. Drink warm green or white tea, but not too hot. You want it close to room temperature. And drink those instead of iced drinks. Taking a short nap in the early afternoon is always a good way to relax the body and the spirit. So as I said, you need to avoid resting in drafty, shaded places that will allow the wind and the damp to enter the body. Seek out a clean, spacious room in order to let the body cool naturally. Make sure you are not sweating, covering the body with a light cloth. Do not sleep with a fan or air conditioner blowing on you. This allows the wind, which is a pathogen, to enter your body. I'm sure people have noticed that if you've done that, you wake up with a stiff neck. That's because of the wind entering the body. In the summer, one should let the mind expand outward, enjoying nature. Let one's intent be gentle and relaxed rather than making things happen. Let things naturally unfold and come to fruition. This prevents the heat from stagnating. Any questions? So what I thought I'd do, and what I'll do, is I'll edit this small portion and put it up on my website. I thought, like we did in the spring, I would do the Dalian practice for the summer. So if we're all ready to do that, you can do this seated on the floor. Barb, you have a question? You have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, Steve, could you just go through, I think I got this right, that you said summer is the heart element, the fire element, and it's related to yin.
No,
Oh,
it's the fire element. The yin organ is the heart,
okay.
and the yang organ is the small intestine.
Oh, I got that wrong. Okay. And so the summer organ is the heart?
The summer yin organ.
Oh, and the summer yang
And
organ is the small intestines.
and the yang or would be the small intestine, though we look usually toward the meridians rather than the specific organs. Yes.
Thank you.
Sure. Anyone else? I'll post my write-up, which is a little more extensive than just what I read off, so that you can see that. And also on my website, there is a chart that shows you the 5 elements, the organs or meridians that are tied to that, the emotions. For example, the emotion for the heart is joy. We try to convert sorrow into joy by getting the heart meridian flowing properly. So that's all up on the website under handouts, I believe. So let's go into the summer Dalian practice. As I said, most of this you can do in a chair. The last 2 practices, which are called the Red Phoenix 1 and 2, we probably need to do on the floor. So the first one, just start below the eyes and you're washing or massaging, gently massaging the face. You go down the face, go follow the jawline, come up and around onto the forehead and come down and around, and just massage. The suggestion is you do that 9 times. My suggestion is do it as long as you want until it just kind of feels warm and comfortable. So I don't generally count. I just kind of go, oh, that feels good. And then I intuitively just stop. Good. Second one we want to do is we want to massage the 2 meridians. So as we said, the heart comes down the arm to the pinky, and then you flip over and the small intestine comes up the arm, goes over the shoulder. And we're not going to start in the armpit where the heart is. We're just going to follow the arm. So you come straight down the arm to the pinky, turn it over, come up the pinky to the shoulder, and just do that 9 times. Good, and switch to the other side now. So go down the arm, round the pinky, back up. 1. Last one. Good. Now we mentioned that we want to watch out for excess heat. We want to dissipate heat. So part of Dalian exercise is massaging the Lao Gung point. Now, the Lao Gung point you can find by taking your middle finger and pressing it down. But quite honestly, you don't even need to do that. As long as you're massaging in the palm, you're fine. So you just want to massage that clockwise. And what this does is it actually dissipates heat from the heart. So we just turn it here until basically we feel it nice and warm. And then go to the opposite side. And again, nice and warm. Going up from the thumb towards the fingers. Good. Now we're going to massage our ribs. So if we're going to start on the right side, so I'll mirror you, and you're just going to go up and down along the ribs. The right side is for the liver. And again, do it at least 9 times or until it feels nice and warm. And then we switch to the left side, stomach and spleen. Then we're going to massage a point called conception vessel 12 or Ren 12. So the easiest way to find that is find your belly button, find the bottom of your chest here. It's called the xiphoid process. So you want to find that point, then find the midpoint. So I kind of do it like this, and I go, okay, there, that's about midway. And I'm going to stick my middle finger in there, and then I'm going to rub. And by doing a decent sized circle, you're going to find it. So you don't have to worry about if you're not exactly there. And we're going to do this clockwise, about 9 times. This stimulates the intestines. And then let's go counterclockwise. And that aids in the absorption of the small intestine. Actually, I'm sorry, this strengthens the stomach. Then we're going to go ahead with the ribs. We're going to come up the side, down the center. So come up the sides, down the chest, down the stomach, and around. Warm that whole area up. This is stimulating all the meridians that are coming up the torso. Then come down to the belly button, your navel. You're going to go around clockwise, which means come up the right, down the left. Do that about 9 times. And this, I'm sorry, this is where you're stimulating the intestines. And then counterclockwise, stimulating the small intestine. Good. Let's lower this down, get this out. So the next thing you want to do, we've done this point before, stomach 36. If you remember, a couple of ways to find it. You can go from the knee, find the bottom of the knee, go down 3 finger lengths in the groove between the muscle here and the muscle here. So you're kind of in a groove here between the bone and the muscle, sorry. What I prefer to do is I find that channel between the two and I follow it up with my fingers and I come straight up. And then you'll notice all of a sudden it kind of turns towards the back. Right where it turns towards the back, that's stomach 36. So you want to just stick your finger in there and massage that point. Press in and rub. And then do the same on the opposite side. Don't even have to take your pants off. You can just find, or lift your pants up, sorry. Find that point and just get in there and rub. Might be tender. If it's tender, you might want to do it a little bit longer. Good. So now what you want to do is I'm going to be able to show you one foot. You're going to wiggle the big toe as best you can. I'm kind of ending up wiggling all my toes, which is not a problem, but you definitely want to wiggle both big toes. So obviously I can't show you doing both because I'll be standing on my chair. But wiggle both toes. So you're wiggling both big toes. Then we're going to massage from the outside of the toe. Sorry. We're going to massage along the outside of the toe, along the outside of the foot, and up to the ankle bone. And just massage like that. And do that several times. This is the spleen meridian that we're following from spleen 1 to spleen 5. And then do the opposite foot. Good. And then we have, as I said, 2 exercises to do sitting on the floor. They're both called Red Phoenix. Red is also the color of summer, the heart. So if we're sitting down, you need something to press on. So the chair is a little more difficult unless you can have a big enough chair where you're going to press. You're going to loosely make fists with the thumbs outside the fists. And then you're going to put this part of your hand and the knuckles down behind you. And all you're going to do is press and rock side to side. As you lean to that side, you're pressing into the floor. Sorry, you're pressing the floor as you lean away. So press into the floor, lean away and press in. And just rock back and forth a few times. Good. Red Phoenix 2. We're going to take our left hand, I'll mirror you, put it right where your diaphragm basically is. And that's considered the opening to the heart. So we're allowing the flow out from the heart here. We're going to take the other hand, we're going to come up, and we're going to push upward as we look upward. So we're bringing in fresh energy at the same time we're releasing the heart fire. And then just kind of let it come back down. and switch. Breathe in as you're up, and breathe out as you come down. And just do this a couple of times. Last one. Good. Put one hand over the other, over your lower dantian. Doesn't matter which. Traditionalists will tell you that men put the right over the left and women do the opposite. But I have found that there is absolutely no reason to do that. There are going to be days where you're going to do it one way, and there are other days you're going to do it the other. Just let your body tell you what feels right. And just relax into that for a moment. And that is our summer Dalian practice. The idea is it should take you only about 5 minutes to do. And you should try and do it every day, first thing in the morning, just like we did with the spring. Any questions on that? All right, so I'm going to start up the music. And let's do some QiGong that's more related to the summer. So as usual, let's go into our Wuji stance, feet shoulder width apart. Bend the knees slightly. Feel full contact to the ground with your feet. Bring your hips slightly forward so you have a nice flat back. Let the shoulders drop down and slightly in front of you. Arms come around in front. Top of the head feels like it's being lifted upward, elongating and straightening the spine. Tuck the chin so we get the spine even straighter. Breathe in and out through the nose. Nice deep abdominal breathing. Just concentrate on that breath. Put all your focus on the breath. Feel your feet sinking into the ground. Feel your energy flowing down and connecting to the center of the earth. And at the same time, the earth rising up to meet your feet. And just take a couple of nice deep inhalations. Pause, and then you do nice long exhalation. And we pause before we start the inhalation again. Feel that energy at your feet. As you breathe in, draw that energy up your legs. As it comes up to your waist, your hands float up as you're breathing in, drawing that energy up the torso, up to the top of the head and out, looking forward, fingers pointing at each other. push upward and sweep down. So we breathe in. Pause, breathe out. Pause, breathe in. And this next time, as you come up onto your toes. So as you rise up onto your toes and push upward. And then come down. So we're coming up onto the toes. And then settling back down to flat feet. Breathing in. Breathing out. One last time. Good. Turning from the hips and the waist. Just let the hands float through the air. See if you can sense that energy field all around you. And then pick up a little bit with the momentum. Allow the arms to strike the body. Look over the shoulder. See if you can get a little bit further around each time. Few more. Slow it down, go back to water waves where the hands just move through the field, energy field around you. Just try to sense that field. Slow it down. Take your hands in front of you, palms facing the earth. Let them come around and then turn back. And feel the stretch coming all the way down the inside of your arm and especially down the pinky. And relax. Go back to the starting point. And again, around and out. One more time. Let's continue to activate the meridians in the arms. For anyone that's interested, Mamaroneck Library tape of yesterday, which will probably be posted on Monday, all we did for the hour was stimulate the meridians of the hands, the wrist, the arms, the shoulders. So if you're interested, check out that video. That will be on my website under classes and then a drop-down tab which is for class videos. So let's shake. So just start bending at the knees. Let the rest of the body relax. The wrists start to shake. The arms start to shake. The head shakes. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just picture gold light coming through the top of your head, down through your body, clearing out any stagnation or blockages, removing any darkness, allowing the energy to flow through your entire body. Now, especially, let's focus on the wrists. So put the hands in front of you and just let them bounce up and down, palms down. Relax the fingers. Just let the shaking do its work. Now we're going to turn the palms towards us and shake outwards. Palms down and to the side. And up. And back down. And slow it down. And just stand in Wuji for a moment. Feel that energy just flowing, hopefully, through your arms, out your fingertips. Bring your hands up and just knock the sides of your hands. First, starting knocking by the pinkies. And then what we're going to do is we're going to then kind of hit more at the wrists. Interlace your fingers, put your forearms together, and just turn figure eights with the wrists. So the body doesn't move, the arms don't move, pretty much. It's arms, you notice, stay right in front of me. And I'm turning just at the wrists. And reverse. Good. Keep your fingers intertwined. Bring your left hand up so now you've got like a straight line here. And push just a little bit more. Then come down and do the opposite. Again. Lift that elbow up, stretching those fingers. Now let's do our Saturday night move. Just kind of good. Slow it down. Hands facing the earth. Turn palms up, let the hands rise up to about waist height. Pinkies make contact. As you breathe in, draw that energy into the heart. Take energy from the heart, sending out joy to the world and back down. We breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. All the way down. Breathe in, breathe out. Parting the clouds. Also, when they talk about clouds, talking about the mind, clearing that brain fog. But here we're also focusing on the energy along the heart meridian, as well as the heart organ, as well as the middle dantian, the reservoir of love, compassion. Joy. One more time. Good. Still cloudy outside, so let's do separating the clouds, but a little differently than we've done before. It's not a complete wrist cross. Your hands come together, but then notice the pinkies are facing towards the elbows as they come up. And then separate. So breathe in, breathe out. Drop down, and then rise up. One more time. And down. Good. Let's do crane flying. So we're going to bring our feet in. So heels are touching and feet are about a 45-degree angle. If you're not steady, this is a little too unsettling for you. Just separate it out so that you get a wider platform. Do whatever feels comfortable. So we're going to form our bird's beak here. Fingers go to the thumb as we come up. And then we open as we go down. Just try to get into nice, slow movement, breathing up, letting the arms float up, breathing out as you float down. Try to slow it down. One more time. Good. Now we're going to let our hands come down. They're going to cross and they're going to go up and around. So here is the wrist cross. One more time. We're going to do red-headed crane greets its mate. So maintaining that 45, we come down. Palms up, we rise up, and we lift our left knee. Then we float back down to that 45, then come back up, opposite leg. One more time each side. Good. Go back out to Wuji. Massage the chi ball. So feel that energy flowing out of your palms. Allow your hands to separate about 3 inches as you breathe in. Breathe out as they come back to the starting point. Good. Hold on to that energy ball for just a moment. Take your right hand, bring it so palm is out, back of the hand is on the Ming Men point. The left hand goes to the right, lifts that ball up. Breathe in, breathe out, it comes down. And when it gets to the center line, we switch. The other hand comes out, gathers up the energy. And then you breathe out as it comes down. Lifting the chi ball. One more time, each side. Bring both hands down in front of you. Let the hands float up and back, chest to the sky, breathing that energy into the heart. Normally we do this with a prayer position. Let's try a little different version. One hand over the other, bring it into the middle dantian or the heart. Make sure to bow the head. So the head comes up, we look to the sky, we draw in that energy. As we breathe in, we breathe out, bring that energy into the middle dantian, into the heart. Last one, bring it into the heart. And just hold it there for a moment. Drop your hands down. Take your right hand palm up, left hand palm down. Hold on to that chi ball. Now let them separate. So the bottom hand goes palm down, top hand goes palm up. Just imagine you're holding a flame in your palm. Feel the warmth, the heat. We're connecting to the earth energy. And turn back to the ball and press it down and just keep going. Press it. Left hand down, right hand up now, holding on to that flame. Push it back down into a ball again. Roll that ball over. Bring your fingertips together. So all the fingers are touching. Fingers are pointing down. As you breathe in, let the triangle, the whole thing expand and open till it's in front of your heart and open. So we breathe in. We breathe out, we collapse it and drop it down. Breathe in. Feel that tension on your fingers when you're forming that teepee-like structure. So right here, really push the fingers together. And then here you push the heels of the hands together as you go down. It's called the heart mudra. One more time. Good. Bring your feet together. Put your right hand below your lower dantian. Left hand scoops out. Go to centering. Fingers are relaxed. First finger and thumb separate. Thumb facing the center line of your body as you breathe out and as it goes down. Breathe in as you gather the energy with the opposite hand. Breathe out as it slowly works its way down. Try to feel the energy coming out of the space between your thumb and first finger. Now on this next one, stop when you get to the chest and just hold that position for a moment. It's called the Taoist prayer position. Especially feel that energy filling the middle dantian, filling your heart with a warm red light. And let the hand drop as the other hand comes up. we just switch rather than go through the full centering. And drop both hands down, bringing down the heavens. Scoop up the energy as you breathe in. We're going to do this extra slowly as compared to what we normally do. So don't worry about breathing out the whole way down. Just sense that energy coming down through the top of your head, the Bai Hui point, working its way down to the neck, to the chest, to the abdomen, to the hips, down the legs, into the ground. One more time. Try to really sense that energy. And again, but normal. So as we breathe in, we gather the energy. Breathe out, pushing that energy all the way down. And finish with one hand over the other over your lower dantian. Allow the body to relax. But rock and sway as that energy moves out from that lower dantian throughout your body, filling your body with a warm golden light. Feel every part of your body vibrating, glowing. Let that energy move outward, beyond your physical body, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And as you float inside that cocoon, begin to notice what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath in, gather those feelings, and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.